called, this tweet, I had a typo in it, of course, but I'm going to read it without a typo. And it's kind of angry, but I've been up all night and I've been thinking a lot. So this tweet is causally determined by that and my life experience. The truth is, it's cis supremacist to label babies with gender markers. The truth always finds a way. You can start believing it now or wait till it becomes beneficial for you to say it on social media when we're old and some rich dude decides to commercialize my suffering. Who else's suffering needs to be commercialized? Like indigenous people? God damn. Um, I don't want my suffering to be commercialized. I just want you guys to fix it. Like, I don't think anything. I mean, now at least we're calling people racist and believing that there is racism. I don't think anyone has yet believed me on like there is lots of cis supremacy. If you like, I've said this in multiple videos before, but I'll just do a quick overview of the cis supremacy. The cis supremacy says that trans kids should get two puberties because the cis kids, it would be terrible if they got the wrong puberty. Meanwhile, you're forcing every single trans child to get the wrong puberty, and that's the norm. But if a cis kid gets the wrong puberty, all hell breaks loose. You only care about cis kids in that situation. You don't care about trans kids at all. Biology labels bodies with gender markers. I've been over that multiple times. If you can't get with me on that, you're probably a cis supremacist. Guess what? I think we're all cis supremacists. Even me. So, but that's just an opinion. Anyway, if you label babies with gender markers, I mean, you could label them with the like, let me just flip the script again. If I said, oh, if there's lots of erectile tissue, label it female because it's probably trans female. And if there's a little bit of erectile tissue, label it male because it's probably trans male. How would you feel? You would have been labeled wrong. You probably would have gotten the wrong puberty because we would have given you puberty blockers and then waited a little bit. And but since you were labeled trans, and trans is the right way, and anyway, you probably got the wrong puberty if you're cis in the trans supremacy. I have a video called The Trans Supremacy, a Thought Experiment. You should probably check that out. But I'll continue. Because this is all I think about. How inane your society is and how, like, no one thinks that this is obscene. Terrible. The whole entire trans identity that we're allowed to embody is cis supremacist. Because you guys think that I want to be you. That's what goes through your head. You're like, oh, Kurt is a trans man. That means he wants to be a man. Like a cis man. Excuse me. There's no way for me to ever become a cis man. I'm never gonna have testes. I can't produce sperm. I'm a seahorse. I have eggs and a pouch. Like, can we get with the program here? That's why I really don't like the FTM, like the formerly female male identifier. If you call me a formerly female male, I'll probably laugh in your face because that's absurd. I don't like it. Formerly female male is my word for FTM. I hate that label. I despise that label. And it's not because I hate females. Like, I love femininity and I love females. I'd much rather work with a female than a male because I just find them to be nicer and just as competent. Anyway, back to why formerly female male really upsets me. I'm a logician, okay? I need things to make logical sense or it drives me insane. Um, there's this issue, right? This slight issue where if I'm not a man, when do I become one? If your definition of a male is testes, there's and sperm. I'm never gonna have testes and sperm. I have a penis. It doesn't look like a cis guy penis. I don't really need it to look like a cis guy penis. If you want to help me with my penis problems, if anyone's uh biotech person, like there's a there's an engineering major for this, like medical engineering. If anyone knows, like there was a GoFundMe one time, a doctor was actually trying to do this for trans men and lesbians and anyone who pegs, because you know, um, but basically create a prosthetic that connects to my clit, and when the prosthetic is touched, it does stuff to my clit. It's an Iron Man penis. Um, that would really help me out. But anyway, my penis is not the same as a cis dude penis. It's a little bit different. The anatomy's a little bit different, but I promise you it's a penis. I promise you it works really well as a penis. Not as a cis guy penis, but as a trans guy penis. So you guys thinking that I want to be a male is denying my identity, because I am a male. I have a penis. I want to be a female, because if I were a female, I'd be taught about it in schools. I would have gotten the right puberty at the right time. I wouldn't be as insane as I am, because people would understand me, and I would be logical and have a logical identity that isn't full of self-hate, because telling someone they want to be someone else and that's the only identity that they can have, oh my god, that identity is so full of self-hate and denial. You're just making someone basically pretend that they're a cis person because that's what they want to be. What sort of identity choice is that? That's not who you are, trans people. They're telling you lies. You don't want to be cis. You want to be respected as a trans person. It's a very easy thing to ask for. I shouldn't have to pretend to be cis to be respected as a trans person. You know what type of society would perpetuate that lie? A cis supremacist society. So anyway, the cis supremacy is real. It's currently not commercialized to say it. It's probably going to get you like thrown under the bus if you say it. It's probably not the time if you want to perpetuate your ego and you aren't trans to say this shit, because you're just going to get bashed. So you can wait until it's safe for your ego to start saying stuff. However, I don't have that luxury, because for some fucking reason, my clit fires dick, and I don't understand it, but there's lots of other trans people that are like me, so I guess it's okay, and I just have to tell the truth, and the truth is that I'm a little bit upset about the fact that your entire society is based on the fact that I don't really exist, and that I should be eradicated. Because that hurts my feelings just a little bit. Like, I try to not get really wrapped up in my ego. I try to, like, be like, let's do the thing that's best for everyone.